Seeing my dad, he's been through so much just as a pastor in our church family, and seeing him, he had fallen to his knees, and my mom was leaning over his shoulder, and they were broken.
One family, as you heard, they're heartbroken after seeing flames shoot through the roof of their church yesterday night. That family, though, has felt the love and support of the Central community pouring in ever since.
Georgia Peck spoke with the church family today. Georgia.
Yeah, guys, the Reformation Church is no stranger to hardships, and the family says people from all over the community are coming together to help them through this.
Rounding that corner was like stomach dropping, heartbreaking.
Bailey Ream is the Reformation Church pastor's daughter. Pulling up to the church in flames was a surreal feeling for her because this was a sight she had seen before.
Seeing that, it was weird deja vu because about 10 or so years ago, the same thing happened, different story, but I mean, there was another fire, and just not knowing, like, okay, did everybody get out? Like, I know my parents live here. Did they get out? Is the camper okay? Is the camper on fire? Like, how big is the fire?
And it's not just flames this church has been through.
As I remember after the flood, like standing ankle deep in water and just seeing everything and being like, how do we come back from this?
Sunday night, the fire started around 7 in the attic of the sanctuary and went through the roof. The Central Fire Department says the fire was under control in about 30 minutes. They're still trying to figure out what started it.
Anytime you go to a church like that and you see the congregation was in the parking lot that night, it kind of affects you a little bit, knowing that they're going to have to find somewhere else to worship this weekend, so our hearts go out to them.
Reem is thankful everyone was able to get out safely, but seeing the sanctuary she grew up in on fire was heartbreaking.
It's so much more than just a place we show up to a couple of times a week. We spend most of our time here. It was hard to see only because of all the memories and not realizing, wow, this may have been like our last Sunday. Did we worship well enough? Did we spend enough time together? Was God honored enough?
This church family has been through a lot, but Reem says the community always has their back.
People that didn't even know us, that know this church, that has been here for however long, probably since like the 60s, and everyone knows that little church on the corner. The prayers were so felt just in how they were able to contain the fire and how it was not worse. And there was just that peace that, like, there's a plan, it's all going to be okay. God works all things out.
Foster Road Baptist Church hosted the church after the flood and has opened its doors to Reformation again, saying they could be there as soon as Wednesday to continue services. And as for the sanctuary, the family is having discussions with insurance to figure out if they want to repair or if it's time to rebuild. And head to our 9 News app for more on how to support the family.